You ever seen the Men in Black? Must have been hit with the neuralizer. Have you ever played Metal Gear Solid?
Snake? Snake? Snake!
Yikes, died a lot, huh?
Yeah.
What about Rainbow Six Siege?
That's a Tom Clancy game where you're in a squad and get kicked for killing your teammates all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I don't play that anymore.
Wonderful. Ghost Ops is a military RPG by Feral Games Inc., where you'll be part of an elite secret squad. You were once part of a major force like Navy SEALs or the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Mounties!
And you have since joined this fictional organization unique to Ghost Ops.
ICO.
You have your identity erased and work on a global scale. It's important to note, regardless of country background, you have your squad's back.
So wait, no friendly fire? No stealth? These are some new concepts.
The game is designed for a huge array of missions. When you're creating your operative, you choose the country and group you are part of first, and then choose a package that further specializes you, like assault or reconnaissance. You will also be able to take on talents that are used in association with your skills, like skiing.
Okay.
So, yeah, you may be skiing down a mountain in an open fire fight, which isn't too stealthy.
No, I mean, that sounds like some James Bond theatrics there.
Yeah, to be fair, you are literally the best in the world.
The best in the world!
At what you do to be selected for this team. You could be more of a tech specialist and never leave the confines of the safe house while hacking into enemy terminals. You could be a master of deception and talk your way through every situation.
I think I'm qualified.
Yeah, baby. I think we failed the check. They shot us.
Whoops.
Speaking of checks, to play this game, you will need character sheets, pencils, and either fudge dice or D6s. Every check, in fact, will be made rolling exactly 4d6. Sorry, this is the first time fudge dice have come up in our games. They are 6-sided dice with 2 plus symbols, 2 blanks, and 2 negative symbols. So you can use numbers on a 6-sided die to emulate those, like...
So yeah, like plus, or it could be blank, 3 would be blank, 1 and 2 would be your minuses.
Correct. You will have your base skill number for a check. Let's say weaponry, since you'll probably fire a gun. Your weaponry skill is 2, and to hit your target, you need to roll a target number, or TN2.
So shouldn't I automatically succeed then?
When you roll the 4 dice, your skill number will either go up with pluses, stay the same with blanks, or go down with minuses.
Oh, so I could actually have a -2 if I ended up rolling 4 minuses.
Exactly. Even so, don't fret, because you may draw from a focus pool. There are 4 of these pools that you distribute points in at the beginning of the game. You can add to your roll by taking points from the pool. These can be refilled as well by rolling successfully.
Very cool, but there sounds like there's a lot of variability with the plus or -4 though.
If you play smart,
I don't know about that.
the TN will look easier with advantages and disadvantages. Situations are always shifting and evolving. Let's say you need to stealth past a guard outpost. You can cut the lights and make it dark. That's an advantage.
Okay,
You hack into his Bluetooth speaker and turn on volume to the max.
now we're talking.
That's an advantage. Your partner helps you by shooting a gun the opposite way. That's an advantage. So suddenly you have an additional +3 to your check. Although likewise, those things could go wrong. The guard has night vision goggles. Disadvantage. She noticed you on her wireless network. Disadvantage. You're carrying some jerky and didn't know they had dog patrols who suddenly smell you. Disadvantage.
I want beef jerky. No, like seriously, I want beef jerky.
I don't have any, I'm sorry.
But why would you bring it up if you don't have any?
I don't know.
Okay,
I feel like this came up before.
beef jerky?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know.
I don't think we've talked about beef jerky on the show before.
Deja vu.
Vujade.
I'm having vujade.
Vujade. There's a lot to consider here, and the world's pretty active.
Yes. While you yourself do not have to be an elite operative, it does help to think outside the box and put yourself in the best position for success. Let's say Thunderpaw smells your snack and the enemy combatant flags you down.
I pull out my M16 because ain't nobody touching my snacks.
Like many other tabletop role-playing games out there, your team will roll initiative. You will once more use the 4 fudge dice, and whoever has the highest roll goes first. The winner's entire team will act before the losers, but the squad itself will go in order of their highest to lowest rolls. You then will have 1 minor action and 1 major action on your turn. In combat, your damage will be based on your weapon. You will also be able to raise the TN to pull off more difficult moves, like a called shot to the head, or even slow down time. Should you get hit, you will be able to make an armor roll, if appropriate, to negate damage, though different types of bullets have various levels of penetration.
That sounds unpleasant. However, I'm an elite operative, so I'm gonna slow down time and then double tap 2 on incoming guards right to the head.
That is technically possible.
Sweet.
The guide's difficulty ratings have 10 as godlike with 2 as a routine, so that would probably be an 8.
So it's also muddy in the place that they're charging me, so they're moving a little bit slower. Tony, he's got a laser sight on them from a sniper position to assist me. But also, I'm a weapons specialist using my signature gun, and I'm going to use points from my focus pool to increase my roll.
Hey, that sounds like some good tactical planning.
That's amazing because I'm terrible at tactical planning.
Yeah, I think you're ready. Just know in the manual, there are also rules for vehicular combat and safe houses that are upgradable between missions. We won't be touching on those here, but otherwise, let's squad up.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
Welcome to Deges and Dragons. Today we're playing the military game Ghost Ops by Feral Games. Instead of your game master, today I am known as your handler. This game will take place on Earth in the year 2020, but we will have some fictional aspects. So, a massive train line that spans from Spain all the way to China has been constructed using proprietary technology. As it moves, it generates replenishable energy that powers the train, as well as all the weapons and protections built in. For all the countries it crosses to support it, it had to be considered the safest means of travel. An electric field outlines each cart, so nobody could land on it without a powerful current running through them. The metal is made of a new alloy that makes it nigh indestructible, able to easily deflect bullets and withstand explosives. Air combatants would be shot down easily by the automatic turrets fixed to each cart. Inside, they're each essentially a panic room that locks down individually, prohibiting people from crossing between them without proper clearance. Due to these protections, valuable goods, wealthy business owners, politicians, and royalty will travel on separate carts. The players here are members of the International Covert Operations Unit, or ICO. In the game of Ghost Ops, this is standard procedure to belong to this group. Countries and politics will not influence the team as per the actual rules of the game, but I'm sure handlers could go off book there if they wanted to. It's ultimately to allow people from all these different backgrounds to join forces and really know they have each other's backs. Alright, back to the story. Here's where the bad news begins. There's recently been chatter about a new terrorist organization going by the name Serial, infiltrating the train. We are unsure how or why this organization formed, nor why they've chosen this name, other than bombarding servers and manpower with serial ads. Due to this, the mission is considered level 3 out of 3 difficulty, which means high risk, little intel, and possibly trained tangos and powerful weaponry. You will need to clear carts any way possible, gather intel, secure VIPs, and retrieve any items Serial may be after. Alright, so now we'll go into character creation. The players have options to play from Australia, which has 2 subunits, the Special Air Service Regiment. Oh, sorry. So you are these backgrounds prior to joining the ICO. So after you've done like all of your necessary training from the country of origin, you then apply to be part of the ICO, which is then you have 3 more months of training.
So like the ICO is kind of like almost like it's like a world type organization. Mm-hmm. So it's not just one country. It's basically like the best of the best from like specific countries.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, and your identity will be erased as you join the ICO.
Like Men in Black.
Right, like Men in Black.
Cool.
You will do 3 months of training, and you actually go to different countries to do these. So like one will, you'll do like your arms training. You'll do strictly like psych training for interrogating and withstanding interrogation. And you'll also just be dropped in the middle of nowhere to survive for X amount of time. So you'll perform all these acts prior to being selected into this elite unit. So Australia, your backgrounds could be the Special Air Service Regiment, the SASR. You could be the Specialist Response Group, SRG. So I guess I'll give a little quick on each of them. So the first one, trained in special reconnaissance, precision strike, and direct action operations, as well as working as small units behind enemy lines to provide intelligence and direct airstrikes on infrastructure. So some starting skills there would be awareness, fitness, manipulate, stealth, technical, weaponry. But we'll bounce back to that when you guys have the PDFs. The SRG, highly trained police unit of Australia. They're trained to respond quickly and to engage in a number of specialized tasks. They are actually deployed internationally and are trained to respond to for search and rescue missions, hostage negotiation, and tactical response. Norway, Jägertroppen. Planning for this, all-female Special Forces unit. Began in 2013 under the codename Tundra. With the first applicants starting the selection process in 2014, by 2015 the unit was built and earned the nickname Hunter Troop. They're trained in special reconnaissance around urban and built-up areas. The Hunter Troop had their first deployment during the Syrian conflict, hunting down extremists.
I think the SRG makes sense for the story. So, what were the skills for that again?
Okay, so these starting skills, which you will get +2 to all of these: awareness, knowledge, mobility, rapport, medical, and weaponry.
Could you actually read off the ones for the SASR? Because that's going to be me.
Awesome. So awareness, fitness, manipulate, stealth, technical, weaponry. So the packages include, actually let's do Tony before I go to packages.
I would like to be part of the all-female group.
Okay, so
I think that was Poland? No.
Norway.
The Jägertroppen, now nicknamed Hunter Troop. So those starting skills are awareness, stealth, outdoorsman, weaponry, investigate, and rapport. So based on your your background, you get to choose one of the 3 packages offered. This is considered your primary specialization, since all of you are specialized, obviously, to be part of this unit anyway. So once the package has been chosen, you will receive 3 of the abilities within as starting abilities. So each package will have 8. And each one is linked to a specific skill. So package the abilities within each package will give a +2 modifier to the skill they are linked to when used in a way that matches the ability descriptions. The primary packages, if you want to add more abilities, they will cost 5 XP. And for non-primary packages, the abilities will cost 10. So the operators will begin with 15 points to spend on skills. No skill can be higher than 4 during recruitment. The cost of skills during recruitment is point for point. So that's not the XP.
So 15 across different, okay. Now, we gain a +2 to everything that we start with, correct?
Yes.
Right, so we effectively have 2 ranks in all of those skills you just listed off for us.
Yep.
And then we have 15 points to play with, and no skill can be over 4. If I'm understanding that right.
Yep.
Cool.
So so we have for Australia, the SASR, you can be assault, recon, or an engineer.
I'm assuming assault is kind of like your standard soldier. Recon would be obviously like reconnaissance, like recovering things. And then engineer being
Probably a mechanic.
like some sort of mechanic taking care of like the tanks or
Or the train.
Or the train, or like the planes, because consider them SASR.
So the engine. So I may be reading that wrong. Does that sound like something you want to do? Be an engineer?
I think so. As long as that's what we're talking about, like kind of more of like a mechanic type of a deal.
So the abilities below add +2 to a skill when utilized. You get to choose 3 of these, and they are computers, which is linked to technical. The computer ability is used when attempting to access computer systems to gather information or delete files.
I don't know a thing about computers. I shouldn't put that one.
Yeah. Demolitions, which is tied to manipulate. The demolitions ability is used when setting or diffusing explosives. Drones, which is linked to technical. The drone's ability is used when operating drones and other mobile surveillance devices. Electronics, linked to technical. The ability is used when building or repairing electronic devices and understanding how a device works and what it does. Heavy weaponry.
Oh, this is all. This is all.
Here we go. The heavy weapon ability is used when the operator wishes to use vehicle-mounted or self-propelled weapons.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds awesome.
Like a chain gun.
I'm picturing.
Oh no, self-propelled, like rockets.
I'm
Rockets are
picturing like
self-propelled.
in Doctor Strangelove where the guy's just like riding down on the missile.
That's kind of what I was thinking
Yeah.
too. It's not necessarily that exact example. But
You become a missile?
like self-propelled, but they're going to do it yourself. But that makes more sense.
No, I think missiles are launched, rockets are
So
self-propelled.
I
Yeah.
definitely agree.
So he gets to pick 3 of
So
those?
3 of these, which they're, after heavy weapons, there are 3 more.
Where do I mark?
In the ability spots next to the ranks on the page.
Okay.
So heavy weapons you want, right?
Yeah.
You want to be able to shoot rockets.
Yeah. So heavy weapons is under.
So that's attached to weaponry.
Oh, that's obviously.
So this is going to give you an additional +2 when operating rockets, basically, or vehicle-mounted weapons, should those appear.
Okay.
Beyond the heavy weapons, that there was mechanics used when fixing engines and weapons. Repair is used when making quick general repairs to gear and armor, and structure knowledge is used when planting explosives or searching for access or advantage in buildings, which I'll say also applies to trains.
So, okay, what was that? Was that received on the issue?
The last one is called structures.
Structures.
Yeah, it's attached to knowledge. So the ability is used when planting explosives or searching for access or advantage in trains.
Okay. And then, was there anything after that?
So that was the last one of the 8. If we circle back around, computers, demolitions, drones, electronics.
What's the difference between demolitions and structures?
So,
Knowing how to use the bombs and knowing where to place the bombs.
Okay, but
yeah. It'll basically be setting or defusing explosives versus where is the bomb going to do maximum damage or where can I hide one?
Yep. Okay. So I feel like those are kind of complementary. So I'll do that. So I'm going to go with demolition, structure, and heavy weapons. Demolitions goes under
Manipulate.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. And then start thinking about just kind of like your general character while we move along. You're good? Okay. All right. So the SRG, you can be assault, sniper, or specialist. Which if I can read.
Yeah, can you describe them?
Sure. So the assault is going to have airborne, breach, CQ close quarter combat, first aid, repelling non-lethal takedowns, threat recognition, tubular, which is assaulting enemies in a vehicle, and underwater, so assaulting enemies underwater. You'll have really in the train. I mean, the airborne. If you try to do something airborne, like you're gonna get shot down by the train's defenses. But breaching.
Sorry.
So I just read you the assault, which was airborne, breach, close quarter combat, first aid, repelling, non-lethal takedowns, threat recognition, tubular, which is assaulting enemies inside a vehicle, and underwater, which is assaulting enemies beneath the water. So that's assault. You could be a sniper. Is that the other one?
Yeah, the other
sniper and specialist.
Yeah.
So sniper, camouflaging, comms, so attempting to send silent signals to allies or decipher enemy comms.
Mm-hmm.
First aid, marksman, martial arts,
Cool.
Overwatch. So the difference there is you, like, as a sniper, will track a unit from afar looking for ambushes and threats.
I can take you down with this weapon, or I can take you down with my fists.
Yes. Survival, seeking food and shelter and traps. And the specialist, which is, it just doesn't fit you, I don't think. If you're gonna be taking people down with your fists. Because it's hacking, interrogation, negotiation, offensive or defensive driving, paramedic, pilot, tradecraft, and trauma.
You must take the risk of pilot or trade.
So I really think,
Yeah.
assault, just based on the tubular, I feel like you gotta do assault.
Yeah, I agree.
It's gotta be totally tubular.
Is it time to go tubular? Let's do it, mate.
So we know we're giving you that. So tubular is linked to mobility. So anytime you are assaulting enemies in a vehicle, this will apply. So you write that next to under abilities, next to mobility.
So tubular?
Yep.
Good thing we're going to be in a train.
Yep.
It could also be on top of the train too.
Well, this is
the electric fields.
assault, right?
Oh yeah, never mind.
This is assault, yes. So then, if you're taking people down with your fists, non-lethal takedown. That sound good?
Yeah.
Or they have close quarter combat. So the difference, when the operator is facing off against a tango and is using a knife or entrenching tool, which is
Bayonet or
something used to dig.
yeah, sharp shovel.
So that's that versus non-lethal is subduing a tango without causing permanent injuries. So one of those, I would guess.
What are they against?
Or both.
Non-lethal takedown and what?
And
Close quarter combat.
Close quarter combat. Those are both attached to unarmed.
I'm gonna go with close quarter combat.
Yeah. For some reason, you have like a katar, the like dagger things that like stick out from the fist. So then you get one more.
Gonna introduce you to some Aussie goodness here.
A really sharp boomerang.
First aid.
That would suck to catch.
Special gloves.
Yeah.
First aid.
Yeah.
Chainmail glove or something.
What do you think? First aid
For
your third ability.
Medic.
what are some of the other ones?
Airborne, reach,
Yeah, airborne wouldn't make sense.
repelling, threat recognition, and underwater.
Threat recognition might not be terrible.
Some of those wouldn't apply, but
Under
yeah.
the sea. Darling, it's better down or it's where to take me. I gotta sing in every episode, so you know.
Sebastian over there. First aid.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Pick first aid. Yeah, you guys are gonna get hurt.
Subtle push from the storyteller.
Yeah. First aid?
You
First
mean the
aid?
handler.
First aid.
Handler.
Yeah, right. I'm a handler.
Handless Conrad.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So,
PG.
when attempting to patch yourself or other operators on the field of battle, and you must have an individual first aid kit for that, which we're gonna have in your loadout, which we'll get to soon. And then the Jaeger Tropen can be recon, sniper, or specialist.
Probably specialist, but what are those skills?
So the specialist, hacking, interrogation, negotiation, offensive or defensive driving, paramedic, pilot, tradecraft, trauma. So reducing trauma points on your operators is trauma. Tradecraft, the ability to pick locks, crack safes, send coded messages, or crack ciphers. Pilot, obvious.
Yep.
Paramedic, when an operator or NPC has been seriously wounded and need to be stabilized. Negotiation is used when attempting to secure the release of hostages with conflict or gaining information through coercion.
It's rapport.
And it's rapport. Interrogation, used when questioning a suspect, can include both standard and enhanced techniques.
Is that also rapport?
That's also rapport. Yeah, so 15 to skills, 15 to your pools. You start with +2 and a set number of things for both skills and the pools. So and a pool can go up to 10, while a skill can go up to 4.
Oh, so that makes sense then. It's got to be 15 and 15.
Yeah, that does make sense.
All right.
You also will each get a talent, but I think I'm going to assign them. So one of you will have the talent Canine Handler. You have trained using dogs and have a canine companion. The canine must have a canine sheet filled in, which is actually on the second page. In that bottom right there.
Okay.
Wait, did you say all of us or just one?
One of you.
Can it be me?
Say it's up to you guys to.
Do you guys care? I want a dog.
You can have a dog.
I want a dog. Yeah. Well, actually, I guess technically, wouldn't it be both of our? Well, I guess he's my dog, but he's probably pretty friendly.
It's
with you
probably
guys.
not a family dog. It's a military trained dog.
Yeah, but I'm assuming he's my brother. He's around. He probably is pretty familiar with him.
You guys are brothers?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm Ron Johnson. He's Tim Johnson. We're the Johnsons.
The Johnsons.
From Sydney.
Meet the Johnsons.
Meet the Johnsons. We're here, we're from Australia, and we're going to break some necks.
Yes. That's going in the trailer. All right, so actually, before I skip to the canine stats, talents, then there's also, let's see, no.
And we can all pick any of these talents, or?
So then each one of you will also have these two will each have one of these.
Okay, so I get the canine, and then they get. Okay, we start
get
with
something
one.
else,
yeah.
All right.
One of you is going to get eagle-eyed. The operator has 20/20 vision and gains an advantage when attempting to spot threats or targets at a distance beyond medium.
What's the other one?
So then I will offer cryptographer, trained as a code breaker and can crack ciphers, +1 to hacking when attempting to crack password decoded messages. Hazmat trained. The operator is trained in the use of hazardous materials and to how to dispose of them. They can recognize materials and know the dangers. The operator gains advantage when dealing with chemicals or other dangerous materials. Lip reader. The operator is able to read lips, and this skill crosses over all languages the operator knows. This can be done via binoculars or across a crowded room. Resistance to interrogation. The operator gains bonuses to resisting interrogation when they are in a situation where interrogation techniques are being used. The operator receives an advantage to their rapport and a +2 to the resilience pool.
I would like that one.
Okay.
That was
Resistance to interrogation. And Tim Johnson, would you like, let's see, probably eagle-eyed.
Yeah, I think Eagle Eye would
It makes the most sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Spawn across the tibia.
and that was a +2 to resilience as well.
Yes.
Cool. So where do I write this?
So this is your
Oops.
talent.
Talents are.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thanks.
Took me a second to find it too, and it's like, oh, it's right in front of my face.
Then the canine companions. Canines have 3 attributes which can rank up similar to operators. They have awareness, used to discover tangos and explosives. If the dog is sent ahead, then the player will roll as if the dog was a second character. When the canine is with the group, which it will be, the dog's awareness will add advantage to you.
Cool.
Skill. Skill is used for climbing, stealth, and jumping. Unarmed. This is used for the taking down of tangos and is treated the same way the operator's unarmed skill works.
So the dogs have weapons?
They have teeth.
Teeth. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I was gonna say, I'm like what do you mount a gun to the dog and it's got like AI or something? But
So-
teeth makes more sense.
You get to. So if you you can spend up to 7 points across these 3 attributes.
Of like my 15 for my.
Nope, separate 7.
Okay, across these 3.
And if where you would get advantage for the awareness skill, if it's 1 to 3, you get 1, 4 to 5, 2, and a 6, you get 3. Meaning you would add 3 to your own awareness.
Okay. Same thing with. Oh, well, still.
The unarmed it'd be like its own attacks, and then the stealth, jumping and climbing
Skill.
would be skill.
So, like, do you think like doing 3 awareness, 2 skill, 2 unarmed sound good?
So 3 awareness.
Gives me a +2, right?
That still gives you +1.
+1.
4 to 5 would give you the 2.
Okay. So, I'll do.
But it would have its own awareness check of 3. So it's like right out the fence there. if you
Yeah,
wanna do
so-
the point or not.
All right, I'll think about it. You guys move on.
Let's do the canine gear.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So comms, frequency specific comm for the dog. Doggles,
I mean, yes.
gotta have doggles.
Yes.
GPS, packs for holding extra gear for you. Tactical.
Does he have all of this?
So
Or do I pick?
I'm just gonna give you all of it. I'm just gonna give you all of
Okay,
them.
so
Yeah.
so okay, start from the top and so write it down.
So comms, frequency specific comms, doggles.
Yep.
So that would do +2 advantage in like darkness or something, and also like help with. They're just going to be auto doggles. So if it's like a flashbang or something like
Okay.
resistance, they're going to be super powerful doggles. And actually, this ties in with you being an engineer too. Just say you built,
Oh yeah.
you built
Yeah.
the doggles.
All right. I'm down with that.
GPS, so you can always find it. Packs for extra gear for you.
Cool.
And so the bite would be 3 damage, the claws would be 2 damage. assuming that it's like something similar of size to like a German Shepherd or
German Shepherd, exactly what I'm going with.
all right, sounds
German
good.
Shepherd named Dash.
Dash, nice. Okay, so we did the talents. Everybody assigned their skills and pools.
Yep. You didn't do your pools, but
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you got 15.
so you get 15 points to.
So
I just made it easy. With
Yeah.
7.
Tim,
Yeah.
so Tim, you might want to just straight up go like 10 damage. If you're gonna be, if you're the brawler here.
Now, is damage take account into like guns, or is it just unarmed damage?
I'm going to. I think it was guns as well.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna kind of change this.
For the viewer, wounds are a thing. It's on a clock that is you see on the character sheet. As it moves around the clock, you take progressively more penalties. So at 3 o'clock, all skills -1. 6 o'clock, all skills -2. 9 o'clock, all skills -3. If you hit midnight, you are out, require serious medical assistance, or you'll die.
This is KIA right there, so
Yep.
that doesn't bode well.
Yeah. There's also a trauma clock, which is different. So if disoriented, confused, stunned, distressed from explosive blasts, falling,
+2 to each one of those.
you will receive penalties where your pools will become locked. So if you reach 3 o'clock on the trauma, one of your pools will be locked, determined by so again, 6 o'clock, 2 pools locked, 9 o'clock, 3 pools locked, 12 o'clock, all pools are locked. And finally, we're on our loadout, which will be our weapons. So let's just go. We'll go this way this time. You seem ready? So Norway, we've got USP Tactical, C8 SFW Assault Rifle, M1 Shotgun, MP5 SMG, MSG 90 Sniper. So let's take a look at those. You'll get 3 of these.
3 of these, okay. I'm probably not gonna go with a sniper.
Okay.
Yeah, close quarters, like
Yeah.
train.
Never know.
Well, that's true. Ooh,
Oh, you gotta go with that.
I gotta go with the crossbow. Dog and a crossbow, I'm the man.
Say, do you want the hand crossbow?
Yes. Because I'm assuming that's like a pistol crossbow type of deal.
Yeah.
So you just like wear it like on your wrist.
Oh, even better. Yes.
Freaking.
Freaking.
So freaking good.
So freaking good. I got a fucking.
No, you just became British.
Oh wait a minute, you have the rocket launcher skill. I gotta give you one.
Yeah,
Oh.
rocket launcher skill.
So wait,
Yeah.
instead of the well, I want because
What was the first one I gave you?
the MP5 SMG.
Scrap it.
Scrap it.
Shotgun, crossbow, rocket launcher.
So okay, so going back to the arm the mount like hand mounted crossbow, what I mean obviously it takes bolts. Does it say anything about like?
Just says EN1.
I call my rocket in here Tasmania.
Okay, whatever. And then what's the rocket launcher?
There's rocket launchers. Man pads, underbarrel, RPG.
Yep.
Damage 16. Oh my god. It's gonna.
Good thing the train is explosive resistant.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that you have 1 RPG shot for the tension as well. So it'll be like, when do I actually use this bad boy?
So I only have 1.
Yeah, you've got 1. I'm gonna go down this list, and you guys divide up amongst yourselves. Comms. Actually, you all get comms.
Now where are we writing this down?
So this is your loadout. You can just put that on the second page. page here.
Okay.
It says like loadout 1, loadout 2,
Yeah.
3. That's more like you can go back to your hideout and change loadouts.
Okay.
This is the armor, right?
This is just going to be your set stuff. So first, I'm just going like quick gear that you can divide up, but you'll all have comms. So one of you gets a compass. One of you will have a pack of energy bars. This replaces points in the focus pool when eaten.
All right, I'll take the energy bars. Cool.
One of you will get a flashlight. The first aid kit.
No, I definitely
That's
do
gonna
that.
be Jon B.
Definitely you. 5 glow sticks.
Glow sticks.
Yep, to reduce darkness.
All right, I got it.
The multi-tool for technical challenges.
I feel like that should also be me.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Night vision goggles.
I'll go with that one.
The pen/notepad.
I'll take that. The pen is mightier than the sword, after all.
Yep. That's unnecessary.
Does the notebook come equipped with like a tiny knife on it? Like,
No, you just shank somebody with the pen.
yeah.
Spare batteries, 6 for the flashlight. Or
Whoever took the flashlight, yeah,
the watch.
I'll take it.
I feel like we should all have watches to be able to synchronize times over comms.
I was thinking like one of you is always like the timekeeper.
Okay, that works.
All right,
That-
I've got the watch.
I have no military experience. I'm just going by what I see in Hollywood.
Yeah, right. Yeah. A whoopee.
A what?
What is that?
A wet weather poncho. It's
Okay.
Called a whoopee.
I'm gonna call it a wet weather poncho because a whoopee is what we call all of Oliver's toys.
Okay.
That's weird.
Should I go with that one?
Sure, take the poncho.
Yeah, just always in a poncho. And zip ties.
Base.
All right.
Well, bye.
Protective gear. All of you can or don't have to have these. It's just a matter of like standing out and being heavier. Ballistic helmets. Covers and protects the head. For 2 armor points.
Ballistic helmet.
Yep. Improved outer tactical vest. Protects and carries ammo and other gear. Enhanced small arms protective insert. These inserts above, they protect the body for 3 armor points. Tactical gloves and elbow pads. Protect arms.
What was did the ballistic helmet have any stats?
Plus 2.
2 armor points.
And was sorry, the enhanced small arms was 3.
Yep. 3 for the body. Tactical gloves, 1 for the arms.
Yeah, I didn't need any gloves.
Tactical boots, 1 for the legs. Well, it's also knee pads. The K-bar knife, you can all have one. Tim definitely needs one.
K, how do you spell that? Is it like K-bar?
KA-bar. And then ammo, you will each have 3 magazines of ammo for each of your weapons.
Okay.
You will have 3 grenades. We can go over those types later. An operator can carry between 16 and 24 shotgun shells. And that's all of your stuff. Cool. Hurrah! We have made our unit here.
All right.
So just go down the line and say who you are.
Okay. Cool.
So say we made the unit. Who are you guys?
So I'm Ron Johnson from Sydney, Australia. My call sign is Pouch because I have basically implemented a way to stick comms inside of the pouches of the kangaroos to make basically to make a larger area to be able to monitor. So everybody calls me Pouch. I went back into my American accent because that's where I'm more comfortable. I'm bald with a beard. 6 foot and just like jacked. Think of like the heavy weapons guy from Team Fortress 2, just kind of that body style, but like with my head. He has a canine companion who is a German Shepherd by the name of Dash, and Dash is on the larger side for German Shepherd in terms of like height. Obviously very muscular. He also has he's got doggles, which is awesome. He also has a pack on him so he can carry some of my gear for me. And yeah, that is Ron Johnson, Tim's brother.
So I'm Tim Johnson, Pulse Sign Ripper from Sydney, Australia. I'm a member of the RSRG. I was a bald, clean-shaven, 6'2", and happy to be a part of this unit.
So basically, you're bald without a beard, I'm bald with a beard, and we both have like the same height and build. That's awesome.
Can you guys be twins?
Yes, that's the thing. We're twins.
Yeah. Don't know how to be like identical twins. I mean,
Well, he's got a couple inches on me. I'm 6 foot. He's 6'2".
Okay,
so,
Slightly taller.
yeah, he was born first.
yeah.
He's only like 3 minutes older than me.
I launched myself out.
Or he launched you out.
Yes.
Well, no.
He's the rocket specialist.
No, he escaped first because he had the tubular training.
Yes. Right from Bez to the training.
Alrighty. I am Nina Haas. I am
Sorry, what was the name?
Nina Haas. Originally from Austria. Location currently classified. I was originally part of the Jaeger troops. My call sign is Valkyrie. I stand probably about little under 6 feet, so maybe 5'11" or so. Slender build. She doesn't wear too much as far as equipment, some armor on the torsos, and as well as packs, so she can keep all of her gear on her. She has a pistol on her side, an assault rifle strapped to the back, as well as a sniper rifle and a knife. You gave us knives.
Next time on Deges and Dragons.
So these two beefy Australian guys are just going up and down. The only intel that you've been provided, you know which carts there are. You have been given code names. Beyond that, no clue who they are. Code names: Applejack.
Doesn't even taste like apple.